Okay, now we'll be discussing time value of money part 3, which discusses present values. If you could remember, dun sa part natin, we've discussed about future values. Pag future values, basically, ang orientation natin is moving forward, going to the future. But when it comes to present values, ang orientation natin is going backwards or pabalik into the present nga. Okay, so review lang uli ng ating concept about annuities. When we say annuity, series of periodic payments, so normally in equal amounts, but in accounting, even financial management, sa mga higher topics, normally meron tayo na encounter about when it comes to hindi siya equal amounts, but may ibang discussion doon. Basically, the same concepts yung ginagamit natin. Now, ganun, when it comes to annuity, series of periodic payments. Unlike dun sa part 1 na diniscuss natin, present value and future value of 1. Isa lang, once lang. Ito, series siya. Ngayon, ganun pa rin, may dalawang annuities, ordinary annuity and annuity due. Ordinary annuity, the periodic payment starts at the end. December 31 of a particular year, while annuity due starts at the beginning or January 1 of the particular period of year. So ito yung illustration natin, example na gagamitin natin when it comes to ordinary annuity. Let's say gusto mo maka-receive na 50,000 annually, so ito medyo ang difference na gagamitin natin na illustration is cash out siya. Now, unlike dun sa future value, normally yung ginagamit natin is investment, papasok. Pero dito palabas yung pera papunta sa atin, cash out siya. You want to receive 50,000 annually for the next 3 years. Magkano yung kailangan mong i-deposit ngayon, at 9% compounded annually, 50,000 at the end of each year. So yung 50,000 na cash out mo is every December 31, So for the next 3 years, 50,000 December 31, another 50,000 for the next December 31, and lastly, dun sa last December 31. So magkano daw ngayon yung kailangan mo ilagay para maka-receive ka exactly yung 50,000 for 3 years. Whereas when it comes to annuity due, ito yung gagamitin natin na illustration. On January 1, si ACC nag-arrange ng investment account, 12% compounded for 3 years. Ang gusto niya ACC, maka-receive siya ng 100,000 each year. So 100, 100, 100 for the next 3 years. And yung first cash out niya happens on January 1 on the same day. So the question is, magkano yung kailangan ilagay na yon para makuha natin exactly yung 100, 100, 100 for a total of 300,000. Okay? So let's begin first with the ordinary annuity, present value of ordinary annuity. Again, using yung kaninang illustration natin, 50,000 for the next 3 years, 9%, 50,000 at the end. So, ito yung magiging cash flow natin, or timeline natin. So, 50 by the end of each year. So, this is, let's say, December 31, year 1, December 31, year 2, and year 3. So, ang tanong, magkano yung dapat na ilagay natin sa investment dito para ma-meet natin itong requirements natin. Okay? So, we'll be going to the present. So, basically, ang answer natin is 126. Okay? 126,564.75. Later, I'll be explaining that kung paano makuha yan. Pero, i-check muna natin. What would happen is this. So, first, of course, pag naglagay ka ng 126 na to, 564.75, it will earn 9% for the first year. So, magiging 137 siya, 995.58. And then, kukuha ka ng 50,000. So, magiging balance na lang, 87, 995.58. Tapos, for year 2, mag-earn na naman siya ng another 9%. So, tinuro natin sa inyo na part 1, syempre, pag moving forward ka, that would be times, So, madadagdagan siya ng 9% interest. So, magiging 95,871.58. Kukuha ka na naman ng another 50,000. Ang matitira dun sa ating account is 45,871.78. And lastly, for the last year, so mag-earn na naman siya ng another 9%. Ayun, so sakto na siya at 50,000. Pag kinuha mo, so wala nang balance. So, basically, you need 126,564.75 in order for you to get this 50-50-50 exactly. Okay, although ito yung illustration natin, but when you go to accounting and financial management, normally kasi iba yung point of view, no? Normally, let's say, kunyari ganito yung sasabihin natin. A friend of you offered you to, na bigyan ka niya 150,000. And the choices are whether you will receive 150,000 buo dito, or yung 150,000 to be paid on installment by the end of the 3 years, take 50,000. So, just like that. Okay? So, obviously, yung tinuro natin sa part 1, it's better for you to receive the 150,000 agad-agad. Lahat. Kasi, yung 150,000 divided in installments, take 50-50-50 without interest, or technically, yung tinatawag natin non-interest bearing, yung 50-50-50 mo na yan, ang value niya lang talaga sa present is only 126,564.75. Which is mas maliit siya kaysa dun sa 150 kung marireceive siya na buo. Basically, yun kasi yung sa accounting and financial management na mga problems, normally kasi ganyan siya tignan. But, ito muna yung ano natin, for illustration purposes. Okay, again, yung present value ng 50,000, tatlong 50,000 for the next 3 years is 126,564.75. Okay, so paano ba natin siya pwedeng computein? Ganito kasi on the manual na pag-compute, tinuro natin sa inyo sa part 1, moving backward or to the present value, divide siya. So yung 50,000, since 1 year mo lang siya ipa-present value, that's divided by 1.09. So ito yung magiging present value niya. Tapos yung another 50,000, since 2 years na siya, ratio to yan kasi divide 1.09, divide 1.09. And lastly, yung last, since 3 years siya, tatlo siya, divide 1.09, divide 1.09, and divide 1.09. Okay? So, ito yung mga present values niya. Okay? Or you could use a factor, let's say, kung gagamit ka ng factor kasi that's 1 divide 1 plus I raised to n. So, pag nakuha mo yung factor na yun, 1 divide 1 plus I raised to n, saka mo yung multiply. Anyway, that's a different approach, no? Anyways, of course, pwede natin gawin to, no? Yun nga na, medyo matrabaho siya. Saka what if it involves more years? So, meron naman tayong shortcut na formula. So, may formula tayo, present value of ordinary annuity as follows. Kung mapapansin mo, medyo familiar siya dun sa mga naunang illustrations natin, especially dun sa part 1. So, yung formula natin is payment times 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus I raised to n. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina present value factor. No? This is the present value factor of 1. So, 1 divided by 1 plus I raised to n, which is itong 1 plus I raised to n, diniscuss din natin to dun sa part 1. No? Kung bakit naging ganyan siya. Okay? So, all of this, i-divide natin sa I. Okay? So, normally, what happens first is, ito muna yung dinidiscuss na, ito muna yung sinusolve natin, 1 plus I raised to n. Tapos, i-divide natin yan, 1 divided by 1 plus I raised to n. So, ito na yung present value factor of 1. 1 minus this present value factor of 1. And lastly, saka mo i-divide yung I. Okay? So, for example, ito yung kaninang illustration natin, yung 50,000, 9%, 3 years. So, our solution is, using this formula, substitute lang natin, 50,000 is the payment, 1.09 because 9% yung interest natin, raised to 3 years, divided by yung I natin, still, 0.09. Okay, so isosolve muna natin to. So, basically, yung present value factor of 1 of 9% at 3 years is 0.772,183. So, ima-minus muna natin yan. So, that's something around 0.28 something. So, saka natin yung i-divide dito sa 0.09. So, ito na yung ating factor, no? Or we call this the present value factor, no, of ordinary annuity, 9% per years. So, saka natin i-multiply. So, last na itong multiply 50,000. So, there we have yung 126,564.75. Okay? So, ganyan yung paggamit ng ating formula. So, ngayon, meron tayong exercises. If you want to solve it by yourself, you can post the video. Okay? So, sa ACC, nag-arrange siya 4 years. 75,000 cash out, no? Makaka-collect siya ng 75,000 every December 31. 11% interest. So, the question is, magkano yung kailangan niyang i-invest on January 1 in order to receive 75,000? Or let's say, magkano yung present value nung apat na 75,000 every December 31. Okay? So, yung solution natin, again, using the same formula, substitute lang natin, 75,000, 1 minus 1 divide 1.10, 1.11. So, 1 plus I raised to n, no? Tapos, divided by yung interest natin, 0.11. So, ito muna isosolve natin. 1 divide 1.11 raised to 4. Ito yung present value factor of 1. So, saka natin yung minus to 1 minus 0.658731. Tapos, pag na-minus mo na yun, last mo nang i-divide yung interest. So, ito yung present value factor of ordinary annuity for 11% of 4 years. So, times 75,000. Baka magkaroon tayo ng discrepancy dito. Normally, nagkakaroon ng discrepancy dito. Depende kung saan ka naglalagay ng mga or saan ka nag-a-apply ng iyong rounding off. Okay? So, yung discrepancy na normally due to rounding off lang. Pero yung difference naman, normally hindi naman siya lumalaki ng more than 100. Something gano'n na. Maliit lang naman yung difference. Kasi dito, mapapansin mo, no, if you try to compute with your calculator, there are several number of decimals na involved. So, pwede kang mag-apply dito pa lang ng rounding off. O baka dito ka nag-apply ng rounding off. O baka dito ka nag-apply ng rounding off. So, maraming pwedeng magkaroon ng differences. Anyway, basta malapit yung sagot mo, perhaps you're good. Another illustration, no? O, ikaw naman, you want to receive 45,000 annually. So, starting December 31 of this year. So, ordinary annuity pa rin tayo. Na 10%, ilan daw yung kailangan mong i-invest on January 1. Oh, sorry. Dapat ano. On January 1, 2020. Sorry, yan na lang natin. Oops, hindi ko rin na-change yung mga names. Okay, na balik tayo, no. Okay, sige, computation. 45,000, 5 years, 10%. So, ang solution natin is, using the same formula, substitute lang natin, 45,000, 1 divide 1.10, 10% interest, raised to 5 years. Okay, divided by 0.10, 10% interest rate natin. So, ito muna, kukumputin natin, 1 divide 1.10 raised to 5, that would be 0.6209 to 1. Present value factor of 1. Okay? So, 1 minus this factor, pag nasolve mo na yun, saka mo na i-divide yung 10%. So, yung factor natin would be 3.790, 787 times 45,000. Yung present value nung 45,000 na yun would be 170,585.4. Okay? So, that is on present value of ordinary annuity. Now, let's go with the annuity due. No? So, sa annuity due, gamitin natin yung illustration natin kanina. January 1, 2020. Ito, yung 12%, 3 years, 100,000. But the difference is this January 1. Makaka-receive ka na agad na 100,000 on January 1. On the same day. No? So, basically, ito yung magiging cash flow natin. So, 100, 100, 100. Take note, yung 100, marireceive mo na agad siya agad on the same day. So, the question is, magkano yung value nitong tatlong 100,000 na to? So, lalagyan natin to the present. Basically, yung answer natin is 269,005. Okay, pakita lang natin, no? kung bakit naging ganyan. Doon muna tayo sa checking. So, if this 269,005, makakakuha ka na agad na 100,000, right? At this very moment. So, magiging 169 na lang siya. Tapos, mag-earn siya ng interest for year 1. So, magiging 285.6. Tapos, kukuha ka na naman ng 100,000, magiging 89,285.6 na lang siya. And, mag-earn na naman siya ng another interest. Sakto na siya, no? 100,000. Meron na konting difference due to rounding off na siya, no? So, kukunin mo na yung 100,000 and then, syempre, wala na. So, basically, when we ask how much is the present value of that 100,000 for the next 3 years, beginning January 1, 2020, so, yung answer natin is 269,005. Okay? So, syempre, pwede rin na ganito, no? So, yung 100,000, hindi mo na siya kailangan i-discount. No? Hindi mo na kailangan i-present value. Because yung 100,000 nasa present na siya, nandito na siya. This is the present time. So, ang i-discount mo na lang yung remaining 2. Ito, yung 1 divide 1.12, 1 year lang siya. Ito, 2 years na yung kanyang discounting. So, raised to 2. Okay? So, ganun din. No? Tignan muna natin before we go the formula para mas maintindihan natin yung basically differences nila. No? So, kung titignan natin sa ordinary annuity kasi, yung first cash out happens at the end of the year. While sa annuity due, the first cash out happens at the beginning of the year. Dito na agad. So, kung titignan natin, so, ito yung first niya, second and third. So, medyo atrasado yung ordinary annuity. Medyo advanced yung annuity due. So, minsan maka-encounter ka, no? Minsan kasi yung annuity due, ang tawag dyan is in advance, no? Present value in advance. May mga terms kami encounter na ganon. So, medyo advanced ito. So, ito, mangyayari, itong isa na to, hindi na natin siya i-discount, sabi natin. Kasi nga, it's already in the present. Okay? Kaya nga naman, kung titignan natin yung formula, ito yung formula natin kanina ng ordinary annuity, no? So, ngayon, when it comes to annuity due, basically, pareho lang naman siya for most, no? Except for this 2, no? Kung titignan natin, ito, 1 minus 1 divide 1 plus I raised to n divided by I. Basically, pareho lang sila. Tignan natin, no? Yan. Ito, pinick up mo, dinagdagan mo lang dito, dinagdagan mo dyan. Ito na yung formula. Okay? So, saan nanggaling tong difference? Kung ma-remember natin, no? So, itong n minus 1, ito yung sa discounting period. Kasi kung titignan natin, sabi natin, ito talaga, no? Kung titignan natin, 2 taon lang talaga nangyayaring discounting. Effectively, 2 years lang. No? Kasi nga advance eh. So, ito hindi mo na i-discount. And yung plus 1 na yon sa dulo, that pertains to this first one. Hindi na natin i-discount itong 100,000 yan. So, basically, this payment and later, times natin yan dito sa 1. Kung magkano naman to, times 1, yun, hindi na natin i-discount. So, yun na rin siya yung amount. Okay? So, basically, yun lang naman yung nagkaroon ng difference of formulas. Now, let's apply dun sa ating problem kanina. So, 12%, 3 years, 100,000, beginning January 1. So, using the formula, ito, no, yung may dalawang dagdag sa formula natin. So, 100,000, basically, pareho lang naman siya. 3 minus 1 na siya, no? Kasi yung sabi natin, effectively, 2 years lang yung ating discounting. May plus 1 tayo dito sa dulo. This pertains to that one payment na hindi na natin i-discount. So, yan siya. So, paano tayo magsusolve? Normally, ganun din naman yung procedure natin, no? Ito, unahin natin. 1 divide 1 plus I raised to n. So, nyara, raised to 2 na ito. Okay? So, ito yung present value factor of 1. Tapos, 1 minus I divided by I. 1 minus this factor divided by I. Last na natin i-solve itong, or include natin itong 1. Okay? So, ito yung last. So, So, pag na-compute natin ito yung present value factor of ordinary annuity 2 periods siya, no? 12% 2 periods. Tapos ipa-plus natin yung 1, no? So that would be 2.690051. Yan na yung ating present value factor of annuity due, no? So yung 2.690051, saka natin i-multiply yung 100,000 na yan. So yung 269,005 basically yun yung ano natin kanina. May 10 cents lang na difference due to rounding off. Okay, so ganyan natin i-apply yung formula. So illustration again, no? May dalawa tayong illustration. Okay. Sa ACC, 4 years. Ang gusto niya 32.5 for the next 4 years. Makakakuha siya beginning January agad. Yung 32,500 na una, ma-receive niya rin on the same day. Okay, 8%. So, ang tanong, ilan yung kailangan nating i-invest to provide the sufficient amount of payout desired? Yung 32,500 for the next 4 years. Okay, so meron tayong formula. Substitute lang natin yung 32,500. So, 4 years. So, instead of 4 years, so of course, minus 1. Kasi nga sabi natin, advance siya. So, may isang period actually doon na hindi tayo magdi-discount. And plus 1 is pertaining to that one payment na hindi na natin i-discount. So, pag nag-solve tayo, ganun pa rin. Dito tayo sa innermost. 1 divide 1 plus I raised to n. 1 divide 1.08 raised to 3. No? So, yung present value factor niya is 0.793832. So, saka natin i-minus 1. 1 minus this. Take note, no, unahin mo sa pag nag-solve ka ng calculator, unahin mo yung 1. 1 minus this. Kasi pag ito, minus 1, although basically, you will have the same figure naman, yun nga lang, magiging negative siya. No? So, 1. Saka iba, medyo may na konti. So, 1 minus, especially pag nag-compute ka na dito, may negative kasi. 1 minus this factor divided by I. No? Ito na siya, yung factor natin. And then last na yung plus 1. Okay? So, sa calculator mo, last yung plus 1. So, magiging, yung factor natin would be 3.577097. Saka natin i-multiply din sa 32.5. So, yung present value ng 32,500 for the next 4 years in advance is 116,225.65. Again, baka may difference tayo dyan due to rounding off lang naman yan. Okay? And last exercise natin for annuity due is ito, 5 years naman. 12,000, 5 years, 10%. Magkano yung kailangan mong i-invest to receive such 12,000 for the next 5 years? Take note, beginning January 1, makakuha mo na agad yung first 12,000. So, advance siya, no? Or annuity due. So, yung formula natin, isa-substitute lang natin yung 12,000, 10% interest, 5 years minus 1 kasi dun sa 1 year na hindi na natin i-discount. Tapos plus 1, this is for the first payment na hindi na natin i-discount. Okay? So again, ito muna i-solve natin. 1 divide 1 plus I, 1 divide 1.10 raised to 4 na lang siya. Ito yon. Tapos saka mo na i-minus 1 minus this factor divided by 0.10. Take note, no, baka magkaroon ka ng error or mag-iba yung solving mo pag sinolve mo siya ng dire-diretso sa calculator. So, unless you put the right parenthesis dun sa calculator mo para may tama mo siya, so it's better na mas isolve mo na siya isa-isa. So, for example, this 1 minus this equals muna bago mo i-divide sa 0.10. No? Kasi yung calculator din natin, sumusunod din siya syempre doon sa PEMDAS rule. No? So, mag-iiba kasi pag dinire-diretso mo lang na pak, ganun. So, ito muna, 1 minus this, equal sign mo, equal mo dyan sa calculator mo. Saka mo i-divide ito, equal mo uli. para ito yung lumabas. No? Ito yung factor natin, 3.169865 plus 1. So, yung present value factor of annuity due natin for 5 years, 10% is 4.169865. So, pagkatapos niyan, saka mo na times yung 12,000. So, our answer would be the present value ng 12,000 for 5 years, 10% annuity due is 50,038.39. So, basically, yun lang naman when it comes to present value of ordinary annuity and present value of annuity due. Okay, so, bye-bye.